Hi guys, how's it going? My name's Nadine, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do my third GarbAugust update. I don't know what that was. Third apparently. GarbAugust update. So this was covering the sex and or violence prompt. I have to be honest with you guys, this week was a bit of a bust, really. So I chose to read Refugee by Piers Anthony. This is Bio of a Space Tyrant Volume 1, and so I was expecting this to be really exciting. I wasn't expecting the most intellectual read ever, but I thought it was going to be a lot of fun. So it starts off with Hope Hubris and his family. They are refugees on a ship going somewhere else, and the ship is boarded by space pirates. It all gets a bit rapey and a bit violent. And from then we go back in time where Hope is telling us about how they came to be in that situation, and honestly it was so boring. I made it 80 something pages into this and I was having to force myself to pick it up. I wasn't having a good time, and so I thought, you know what, no, I'm done. So this is a DNF. It does not happen often, but yeah, this was a DNF. It was just too boring, And so I picked up instead, because I didn't have long left on this challenge, I picked up The Giant Book of Zombies, because the first story in that was a Clive Barker one, and it was called, that's the introduction, Sex, Death and Starshine. And so I thought, well, that is going to, tick those boxes. So this is about this theatre company. They're putting on a performance of Twelfth Night, and the director is having an affair with his leading lady, who's a soap star and actually just not a very good actress. But there are other people sort of keeping an eye on the performance, people who have been involved with the theatre for a long time, like a very, very long time. And they decide that they want to make this final performance in the theatre one that counts. And so the dead rise to sort of take their place on the stage and also in the audience. So there is a little bit of sex in this. Not loads, but you wouldn't expect loads for a short story, really. And yeah, it was good fun. It was good fun. It was only about 40 pages long, but yeah, I enjoyed it anyway. It's been ages since I've read any Clive Barker, so that was quite nice. So that is my reading for that prompt. So it wasn't the extravaganza of sex and violence that I was hoping for. Not a sentence I ever thought I'd hear myself saying on the internet, but there you go. So what have I been watching though? So I carried on with my Aliens. So I watched Prometheus and I've watched Covenant this week. I did have tickets booked for Saturday night to go and see the new film, but then unfortunately at the last minute my son wasn't very well, so I stayed home with him. So I will hopefully catch that another time. I don't know when I'll next have a chance to go to the cinema, so I might just have to wait until it gets released for home viewing. I don't know. But yeah, so I watched Prometheus, I watched Covenant. Covenant I've only seen once before and I didn't remember it hardly at all. And so it was, I don't know, it sort of surprised me and I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. Yeah, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give any spoilers if you haven't seen it. It was a good film. It was interesting to watch, but yeah, I'm just not quite sure how I feel about it. So there was those. And then I managed to tick a few of the Garbingos. So I watched Dead Rising Watchtower, and that ticked off based on a video game. It's based on the Dead Rising games, but not like directly. It's sort of within that universe. And actually I quite like the films, I've got to say. I have seen them before. But yeah, I quite like them. And it has that guy in, oh, what's his name? Oh, it'll come back to me later. But he was in Desperate Housewives and he's in that Cozy Mystery. So this is useless. All these things I can't remember the names of. He was in a Cozy Mystery series as well. where it's like this old coastal, oh gosh, I don't know. Anyway, he's in it. It was loads and loads of fun. If you like zombie films, I'll recommend it. Don't let the fact that it's based on a video game put you off, because there are some crap ones out there, I know. But it isn't directed by U-Ball, so we're alright. Next I watched, so anyway, yeah, that ticked off based on a video game. What else did it tick? Gangs, there's a gang in it too, and the lead guy in the gang, this is another me not knowing what I'm talking about, the lead guy in the gang was also in Van Helsing, the TV series. He was the big guy in that, and I really like him, so that was cool. I'd forgotten he was in it. So yeah, anyway, all that aside. I then watched A Black Veil for Lisa, which is an early giallo. This was out in 1960 something. 1960 something. 1968. And I thought I'd pop this on. It's been on my list to watch for a while, but it has some nudity on the cover, so that ticks that box. So this was a cool watch. It was following this detective. He's working on this murder case, but he's not really focusing too much on that. He is too busy obsessing over his young, beautiful wife, and the fact that he suspects her of having, of having like multiple affairs. So he is completely obsessing over that. And in the end, he decides to hire a hitman to take her out. And then from there, the plot kind of thickens and gets muddled. So it was a fun watch. It was yeah, really well made. So I enjoyed that one. And then finally, I had a movie night with my son, and we watched Rampage. This was a host recommendation. I think it was Alex's. My son likes The Rock, so I thought we would make it a fun night and we'd get some popcorn and things like that. And yeah, it was actually a lot more enjoyable than I was expecting. It was stupid, absolute garbage, so it fits in perfectly with this month. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Loads and loads of action. That ticked off host recommendation and also Killer Animals. So not too bad in terms of GarbAugust this month. This week reading was a bit lackluster, but hopefully that'll pick up now. I've started reading for the final prompt, Aliens, for the novelisation, this one, but it's not really a novelisation, but it's based on. But yeah. So we will see how that goes. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, that's fun. But anyway, yeah, that's my update for this week. I will catch you guys next time. Bye!